Well, welcome folks to Saint-Michel, which is one of the very popular tourist destinations or little areas of Paris. We're standing in front of the famous fountain which depicts Saint Michael defeating the devil. This was built in 1860 and it's now a national monument since the early 1900s. We're just across the road from the river and just down the road from the Cathedral Notre Dame. So it's very easy to find. I recommend when you arrive in Paris, buy yourself a street directory. Don't get one of those paper ones, get a little booklet. They're not expensive and it'll help you a hell of a lot more than trying to spread out a sheet. Well, we're now in Rue Saint-Severin. When I first came to Paris many years ago, I rented an apartment. Well, it wasn't really an apartment, it was a room, which they call a studio, in this street here, opposite the church, which is about 50 metres to my left. If you come to Paris and you want to eat without paying an arm and a leg, this is the area you come to. Either this street or the one that runs parallel, which is called Rue de la Hachette. Many restaurants, and the food is quite good. Cheap, but quite good. I don't think, no, I'm pretty sure it's not Johnny Depp. But there's lots and lots of candies in here. They love their pita bread and what we call souvlaki. This is the church Saint-Severin, which when I stayed opposite, it woke me up every Sunday morning and the bells would not stop chiming from about 7:30 till 9 a.m. Oh boy, was I happy. It's a very old church, needs lots of money spent on it to restore it, but hey, it's a church. Which they have thousands of them in Paris. It's unbelievable. I've just popped around the corner to Rue Parcheminerie to have a look at a little bookshop. It's called Abbey Books. Oops. And not too many people know about it, but it sells English language books, mainly second-hand books. I bought a few from here and the prices are quite reasonable. I've spent as little as €8. We are now entering Rue de la Hachette. This is a very famous, very old jazz bar, nightclub that has been frequented by many famous American jazz musicians and also many famous European jazz musicians. If you're looking for souvenir shops, there are quite a few in this particular street. And I think most of them are owned by the same company. And opposite, we have a creperie. Next to that, Greek restaurant. Let's move on. This is quite a nice restaurant. I've been there because the owner and his wife were neighbours of mine when I was living in an apartment next to the Cathedral Notre Dame. They certainly looked after me and my sister-in-law and her husband. But the food was quite excellent, actually. More Greek food. More souvenir shops. Swing around, even gelato. You can see the street, how they're working on it. I think they're putting in new gas lines. Oh my God, there's even a vegan fast food. Oh well, if you're vegan, you're vegan. Can't help yourselves. More food. Let's scan what they've got on their main. Not bad at all. With the mull. I like the mull. We have here another Theatre de la Rochette. This has also been here forever and a day, since the 20s, maybe before. I'm going to get run over. Shut up. Yeah. In fact, I think even the little sparrow used to sing here for a while. And even more souvenir shops. I think they expect lots of visitors to Paris. Next year is going to be the Olympic Games, so these people are going to be rubbing their hands together. Well, here we are in the middle of Saint-Michel in Paris, and we have a medieval castle. Originally it was an abbey. It was built in 1410. It's now a museum of medieval art and objects. We're looking at the main entrance to the University of La Sorbonne, which is a very, very old and very famous University, renowned throughout the world. The university grounds take up many acres, but rather than just walk around and show you brick walls, we'll stick with the main entrance. Well, a few minutes stroll up from the fountain of Saint-Michel, we arrive at the Luxembourg Gardens. Well, we're scanning the Luxembourg Gardens. Big pond in front of the palace, which was built in the early 1600s for Marie de Medici, who was the mother of Louis XIII and grandmother of Louis XIV. It's now being used as the government Senate building. Beautifully manicured gardens. Many people come here, especially to have their lunch with their baguette. And this is the famous Medici fountain, which Queen Marie de Medici commissioned. And it stands beside the palace within the gardens. It's pretty ornate, maybe a little bit over the top, but there you go. Italians do that sort of stuff. Well, my friends, we've finished our little walk. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Stay happy, keep smiling, stay positive. Until next time, bye for now.